Hello and welcome to Thighs, Fries and Gay Guys, and today I'm talking to you about the confidence lie. Oh, sorry about that. That was my alarm telling me to wake up. I am awake. I think we'll soon find out. As a confidence convert, I am here telling you that you have got confidence wrong. So you may be wondering why I am even talking about confidence. Well, the reason is I get so many messages from the gays saying, "Oh, I wish I had your confidence in the gym." Today, I'm going to show you about how to make your own confidence in fitness spaces. Through my own experience of not even lifting a barbell until I was 27, and luckily for you, I edited out the long section where I had to get my calculator out and work out my age, etc. So let's get into it. Welcome to Thighs, Fries and Gay Guys, where we talk fitness, feelings, fries and everything in between. From my own fat loss journey to the angst of my teenage diaries, you'll get real talk and lots of sass. So grab some fries, put on your short shorts, show off those thick thighs and let's get into it. So what do I mean by a confidence convert? Well, I used to believe you were born with confidence just like you were born with a certain hair colour and eye colour. Because I haven't always been a confidence person. And if you want the receipts, I'm bringing them. When I was younger, I used to go to a theatre company at the weekend and do, sessions, dancing, singing, etc. Firstly, I would never put myself forwards because I never thought I was good enough. That's for a different day. But at the break time, I would always come and sit with my mum because my mum would stay because it was the other side of town. She'd wait. I would go to my safe space because I wasn't very confident. I didn't make many friends. I kept going to my safe place. When it came to playing the piano, I was fine on my own. Put me in an exam or performance situation, I went to pieces. My driving test took me 5 attempts. Not because I couldn't drive, but because I wasn't confident. Something that's really interesting to me when I reflect on my own confidence is, though, when I talk about not being able to, stand up and perform in a musical like a solo, having a main part, when I talk about not being able to perform piano for other people, it's really interesting that as a Zumba instructor, you can put me in front of 1,000 people. And it has been done, people. And I'll be fine. I understand what people mean when they say they can use those performance nerves to enhance their performance. I am excited to go on and do my thing. So I have kind of experienced it from both sides. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but something about confidence that really fascinates me is my dad tells me at primary school at the Leavers Assembly, I got up on my own and did a tap dance in front of the school. I obviously thought I was good enough to do that. And I wonder if my confidence diminished as I got older, as we get a bit more conscious about, being different to other kids. And, I was a chubby camp gay kid from Coventry, as I've said before. I loved musical theatre. I loved steps. I loved my Care Bears. So maybe that feeling of being othered that we'll probably talk about in another podcast and being different made me shrink. It made me feel less confident because I didn't see anyone else who looked like me, acted like me. I didn't find my tribe. I didn't find my people until later years. But anyway, can we just agree I was not a very confident kid? Thank you. Agreed. Don't make me get my mum on here. So, here's where I think the misunderstanding about confidence happens. Which comes first, confidence or action? Come with me on another tangent. So I am on day 478 of learning Japanese and Italian on Duolingo. Let's not start a debate about Duolingo, please. But waiting for confidence is like saying, once I'm fluent in a language, I'll speak it. But that's not how language works. And what I try and do with my Duolingo, because my in-laws are, one is Japanese, one is Italian, I try and practice my Italian in person because talking to the owl is just not the same as real people, as we all know. So I am saying with confidence, you do kind of need to fake it till you make it somewhat. I always think it's a bit like proving that, but did you die meme? Because I love sending that to my clients all the time. One of my favorite memes. But did you die? If you want the simplest proof that confidence comes from action, look at your first day at secondary school. I guarantee you were probably feeling very nervous, very intimidating, and not very confident. But what built your confidence in that environment? Going there. You weren't ready, but you had to show up, you had to go in, you had to learn the environment, you had to form new friendships, and you just had to get used to this new environment. But by showing up for yourself and repeatedly doing it, guess what? You got more confident in that environment. Do not worry, girlies. If you are listening and you're like, do you know what? I am struggling with my confidence in the gym, or I've been stuck on the treadmills and the bike and the cardio equipment and hiding away for ages. At the end of this, I got some top tips, just the tip, to help you. For me, strength has been one of the biggest confidence builders in my life, which is why it's a key foundation of my Everyday Gay program. Because on multiple levels, it can really help with confidence. There's multiple reasons why strength training has built confidence. Let's not forget the first time I stepped inside of a gym and did proper strength work was with my friend Palmer when I was extremely heartbroken after a breakup where I found out the guy had got back with his ex, and yeah, it was just horrible. And just showing up for myself, just getting into that space, just distracting myself, really started this journey. So first of all, you're learning a new skill. Learning new things and getting better at them is great at building confidence. Secondly, physically seeing the strength build in my body. It's awesome. You're like, oh my God, I didn't think I could do this. Oh my God, she's squatting 10 kilos. Awesome. You know, the numbers don't matter. Don't compare your day 1 with someone else's day 500. It builds resilience mentally. My strength training, honestly, if you've seen any of those Instagram stories of me psyching myself up to do hip thrusts and pushing through, that builds confidence. That transcends. Oh, she swallowed a dictionary today. It transcends. It's now ASMR. Transcends other areas of my life. You know, when I can coach myself mentally to get through that set, that same mental resilience can show up when other hard times occur in the other areas of my life, in business, in relationships, in just, you know, life being life and having to battle on through. Physical resilience, like I used to get lots, and I'm going to regret saying this, touch wood, I'm touching a cardboard box in case you're being rude. I used to get a lot of shoulder injuries, but since I have worked on my own physical strength, touch wood, injuries have lessened. My body has less injuries. Like, as a kid growing up, I would always be twisting my ankle. I think some of it was when it happened, I was kind of glad because it got me out of PE, but that's a different story again. So many stories inside of me bursting out. And finally, seeing my body change has built confidence. Cardio didn't change my body shape. I spent years on the treadmill, on the bike, you know, listening to awesome music, trying to watch that calorie number go up on the machine and being like, yes, we've done it. My body shape changed when I started doing strength training. Okay? That's when I finally started to be like, oh, okay. You're not just a smaller version of yourself when I have lost weight previously. Like, girl's getting in shape. Oh, look at that. She's got some shoulders. Oh, look at that teardrop on her quads. Quadzilla. Who is she? So, for me, strength, huge confidence builder, because being physically strong helps me to be mentally strong. It helps me to stand a bit taller, stand a bit prouder, because people judge on appearance. So, you know, as a gay man, I feel like at times I am a tiger, but I'm like, If I can stand tall and look a bit thicker, hopefully they won't pick on me. Maybe that's false. So why, when it comes to fitness and specifically strength, is it harder for the gays? And when I say the gays, can we please assume that I'm talking to all my alphabet people, from the L's to the Q pluses, okay? Though I am focusing on a gay man's experience, because that is my experience. There's loads of reasons why we don't feel confidence in the gym. PE trauma. People assumed I was gay in my teenage years, so of course I'd be like, oh my god, he's looking at me. It's like, I am not looking at you. I have standards. I've got the Gary Lucy calendar. Hands up all the gays if you had the Gary Lucy calendar. Bloody loved that calendar. Just having a sip, sorry. As an overweight child, PE was also traumatic because I just didn't have the physical fitness or capabilities to do what all the other kids could do. I also didn't want to tackle people in football. I didn't want to be tackled in rugby. Ironic that now I would happily be grabbed by guys with thick thighs, but growing up, just don't come near me, don't touch me, don't hurt me, don't ruin my face. That kind of vibe. So PE was traumatizing. So the gym is, part of that world. So I had previous experiences with fitness, with sports that were not good, that were not nice. The only sports I enjoyed at school was dance and netball. Netball, you can't touch me if I've got the ball. I don't have to move if I have the ball. I can stop and think. It's like that scene in Matilda, the musical, when everything goes quiet. Let's move on from my PE trauma, please. The gym is a hyper-masculine environment. This hyper-masculine environment can be extremely intimidating if you're not hyper-masculine as a gay man. Just like the changing rooms, just like at school, just like in multiple areas, we get picked on for being different, for not being like other boys. So it's understandable that going into an environment that is typically that is going to be extremely intimidating. So one of the ways I survive this hyper-masculine environment is by shutting it out. And what do I mean by that? Well, I create my own little world. I love nothing more than putting my noise-cancelling headphones on, putting on the campus musical theatre songs I can, and just getting on with my workout. Because do you know what? Even though we think everyone else is watching us, judging us, and knows more than us, most of that is not true. You'll find most of the people in the gym are too busy worrying about what they're doing. You will often see the gym bros between sets checking themselves out. You are the least of their worries. It's not like PE at school. You don't have to interact with these people. You can get in, get it done, get out, get on with your day. And we also assume that everyone else in there knows what they're doing. But you know what? They might have just been on TikTok. When you assume you make an ass out of you and me, there's no guarantee that someone else in the gym knows more than you or is doing something better than you. And don't compare what you're doing with them. Create your own little world. Create a safe space for you. In the words of RuPaul, if they ain't paying your bills, pay them no mind. Who cares what they're doing? You're here for you, you are on your journey, and you are working on your confidence, on being happy and feeling awesome and proud in your body. Final thing, gay and in general, fitness media. You don't see much diversity. There's not many of us in mainstream media. Like if you look at the gay magazines when I was growing up in the noughties and the 90s, it was all about lean, hairless twinks, the six-pack. It wasn't about guys with a bit of a belly and some perky pecs. It wasn't about that. We don't see ourselves represented, and that is important. As I come on to the next part, which is some top tips. Just the tip. The first thing is, surround yourself with possibility. What do you mean, Matt? What do you mean? Well, what I mean is, you can borrow confidence. And what I'm talking about may sound woo-woo, but it's grounded in science. Watch people like you doing it in the gym, training. It's called vicarious experience, and it's science. We have mirror neuron. First hurdle, she trips. mirror neurons, which rewire our beliefs. So when you see someone like you doing a squat, it fires the same region of your brain as if you were doing the squat. We also know that visibility matters. Seeing someone like us in that environment, but did you die? No. Seeing someone like us in that environment, thriving, doing well for themselves, makes us go, actually, if it's possible for them, it's possible for me. Awesome. So borrow some confidence in a way. I do want to say not all gyms are the same, so it is important to go to a gym where you feel comfortable. Third tip, when you're first starting out, get there, go inside, have a plan A and a plan B. What I mean is just have very little expectations. If you haven't been for a while, just get there, get inside, and have like a, if I panic, I'm going to do this. And it might be, yes, you hide away on a bit of cardio equipment with your headphones on, keeping, creating your own safe space, listening to your music, ignoring everyone else. Or it might be, actually, if I'm feeling okay, I'm going to do 3 exercises in the weight section on machines. Awesome. Having a couple of options, but the main thing is, let's just get there and get inside. Because then you can progress onto my favorite mantra that I always quote, which is get in, get it done, and get out. Because, girl, we've got better things to do. Which is why I keep my training simple. It's efficient, I don't have to spend too long in there, and I can still get results. People overcomplicate their training. In the everyday gay, we keep things simple. We're not here to compete in a bodybuilding competition. We're training to build some strength and those thick thighs so we can show off at the beach and feel confident, but also those thighs are going to help us to stand up out of our armchair and suck our Werther's Originals when we are older. Next, you might want some accountability. You might want a cheerleader. It's a bit like borrowing confidence. Having someone there telling you, no, I think you can do it, and this is how you might approach it. Super powerful. Final point once more. Stop comparing your day 50 with someone else's day 5,000. Because you're comparing apples and pears. You shouldn't compare the weights you're lifting with what someone else is lifting. It doesn't matter. This is your journey. It is your body, and you will build strength in your own time. So, stop waiting for confidence to arrive, because it's not going to. You've got to show up. You've got to show that you can do the thing you want to do, and then that will in turn build the confidence. I'm really sorry, I didn't make the rules again. But honestly, it's shown up in my life in that way. Once I started showing up for myself, building confidence in areas that I never thought were possible, I now feel a lot more confidence than I did as that camp little chubby gay kid from Coventry. I didn't start properly working on my fitness and seeing results till I was 27. And it's when I just got into the gym, I got it done, and I got out. Because I was heartbroken, and it made me feel good. It made me feel strong. And then I started looking in the mirror, seeing the changes, and feeling good about my appearance. Did you hear my tummy rumbling? Well, if you didn't, it did. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Stop waiting for confidence. Let's take some action today. Just one simple thing, one simple way that you can, just dip your toe in the water. Some people are able to just dive in head first. I think I'm a bit of I might not put my toe in, but I might put my foot in first. This has got a bit weird, hasn't it? I'm going to shut up now. I hope you have enjoyed this and you're going to join me next time. I have some questions from social media that I've been asking people to submit. So if you are on my socials or you want to email in a question, I'm mattprintpt@gmail.com, or you can find me on Instagram, fitnesswithmatt1, that's the number 1 at the end, or you can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Fitness with Matt. Ask me a question. Keep it clean, people. But really, I will try and answer as many questions, and they don't always have to be fitness related if you want to know more about me generally, because I don't think I've had a typical life of a fit pro. She studied composition at the Guildhall School of Music Drama. Yeah, she can write music, or she could. Maybe that's it. We should write a song together on the podcast. Anyway, she's done. She's out. Bye, team. Thank you so much for listening. If you think someone else would benefit from listening to this podcast, do share it with them. You can find me on YouTube podcasts. You can find me on Spotify, and you can find me on Apple. Thighs, fries, and gay guys. Au revoir.